Singer for Star Playhouse presents Dick Powell, Charles Boyer, David Niven, Ida Lupino. Tonight on Four Star Playhouse, we present Dick Powell in A Spray of Bullets.
Afternoon, Phineas.
Hey, Tom.
Well, you all set for the rodeo this afternoon at Morgan's?
Take a heap more than the rodeo to get me a half mile out of town. Nope, I'm going to sit right here.
You'll be about the only man left in town. There'll be a big crowd there. Well, don't get too lonesome.
I never do.
Phineas.
Will Sonnett.
Yeah. I seen him in Kingston once when he was sheriff.
Howdy, Mr. Sonnett.
Hi. Phineas, you better go get the sheriff.
What for? Ain't no crime for a man coming into town, is there?
Will Sonnett ain't sheriff no more. Besides, you know who's in that saloon? Ben Crane. Now go get Sam and tell him to keep his eyes wide open.
The sheriff is out at Morgan's. Besides, I wouldn't tell him nohow. And we're liable to see some real excitement with Crane and Sonnett in town.
Well, I'll go tell him myself. Maybe you'd like to see trouble if the sheriff won't. Come on.
Sure.
Oh, sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I was just having something to eat. Come to Mesa for the rodeo this afternoon?
No.
Oh?
Should be checking out in the morning. We're going to get a bath.
We've a tub right here in the hotel. Would you like to reserve it? Of course, it's an extra charge of 50 cents for the boy to bring up hot water.
I want it right away.
All right, I'll take care of that, sir. And I do hope you're going to enjoy your stay with us, Mr. Sonnett.
That's right.
Now, if there's anything I can do for you, I mean, anything at all, anything that you'd...
Let's start with the key.
Huh?
The key.
Oh, yes, of course. That's, room 9, sir.
Thank you.
You don't have to break the door down.
Lucy, is your paw inside? I tried the office.
No, he's gone out to Morgan to see if everything's ready for the rodeo this afternoon. I'm sure you can find him there.
It's a fine thing. One time we need a lawman, and Sam's out of town.
What's wrong?
Nothing yet. But Mesa's got a visitor. A visitor whose gun is slung low and knows how to use it.
A gunman in Mesa?
And one thing's sure. Will Sonnett don't just travel around for the fun of it.
Will Sonnett?
Sonnett, Herb, Hickok, don't make no difference. Wherever that kind is, there's bound to be gunplay. And it's your paw's job to protect us citizens.
Where is he?
Checked in the hotel. Why?
Joan.
Hello, Will.
Lucy.
It's been a long wait. I'm glad it's over. Oh. Do you mind my rushing here? I know I'm meeting you more than halfway.
No, I'm glad you did.
Have I changed much in a year?
Well, if anything, you're prettier. It's good to see you, Lucy.
Oh, I know. When Dad and I left Kingston, I was mad. I was so mad I thought I never wanted to see you again.
You told me, remember?
I'm so glad you've come. Glad you've changed.
Is that why you think I came, Lucy? Because I've changed?
Well, isn't it?
Lucy, nothing could make me happier than seeing you, but I have to be honest with you. I didn't know until you walked in the door that you were even in Mesa.
I see.
But it shouldn't make any difference, really. I'm grateful to see you, very grateful.
Well, I'm afraid it makes a great deal of difference, Will. I come rushing in here and throw myself into your arms and tell you how glad I am you came for me, and you hadn't come for me at all.
Lucy.
What did you come for, Will?
Well, I have some business to take care of.
Guess I made quite a fool of myself, didn't I?
No.
Will, I told you a long time ago that if you ever willing to quit wearing a gun, I'd be waiting for you. But you haven't changed. You're the same man, and you've even got the same gun. Don't worry. I won't interfere with your business.
Mr. Sonnett, my name is Phineas Turner. I seen you when you gunned down Rich Long in Tucson 4 years ago. Fastest draw I ever see. Faster than lightning.
We'll talk about it some other time, huh?
Yeah, sure. You got business now, right?
That's right, yeah.
He's in the saloon. Oh, you don't have to worry about me. I ain't gonna interfere.
I'm afraid you lost me, old-timer.
Look, you can level with me, Will. I know that you got to play it cagey, but you got nothing to worry about. The sheriff is out of town, and you got plenty of time.
Plenty of time for what?
Ben Crane.
What about Crane?
Well, Crane come into town just about an hour before you did. Took his horse over to the blacksmith shop. Said he's got to stay around until his horse is reshod.
So?
So, I believed him. Until I see you come riding in. Then things add up. Tough gunman Ben Crane just happens in town. And then Will Sonnett comes moseying in. Shucks, that's just like putting a wolf and a wildcat in the same stall.
You got a great imagination.
You mean to tell me you didn't come to town to meet Ben?
We've met before. Sorry to disappoint you.
Hey, Sonnett. Will Sonnett in a hick town like this. Strange world.
Yeah, sure is, Ben.
You just passing through town, Will?
Maybe. How's about yourself?
Maybe. I ain't seen you in a long time, but I heard about you giving up your sheriff's job over in Kingston.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Darn if I'll ever forget the time you locked me up on a drunk charge. Remember?
You didn't think it was so funny at the time.
Well, that was a couple of years ago. A man changes. Take a gunman. He can get a lot faster in a couple of years.
I guess he can. Practice makes perfect.
Wouldn't say I was exactly perfect, but I have been getting a lot of practice.
So I hear.
Funny us running into each other like this. I was a little clumsy with a six-shooter back in my Kingston days.
Think you're any better now?
I'm not sure, Will.
It pays to be sure. Stakes pretty high if you lose.
You know, I reckon I'd rather have your reputation than anyone else's. You got a good bluff and you're fast enough to back it up.
Reputation doesn't mean much.
It's a matter of opinion. Some people kill for a reputation. Take you. If I was to kill you, people would call me a big man.
Is that what you want to be?
Like you said, it pays to be sure. And I ain't exactly sure if I'm fast enough. Yet. Care for a drink?
No, thanks.
Maybe some other time, Will.
Maybe.
Oh, Mr. Sonnett, just a minute. I want you to meet our sheriff.
Howdy.
That any way to greet an old friend?
Sam! You old son of a gun. Sun was in my eyes. I couldn't see you.
Fine way to treat your old deputy.
I'm glad to see you. talked to Lucy a little earlier. She didn't say anything about you being sheriff here. I'm surprised she'd let you take this kind of a job.
Well, it's a pretty quiet town. That is, when there ain't men like you around. I heard you give up the badge in Kingston last month.
Yeah?
Been wondering when you'd come back for Lucy. Always figured you two could make a go of it.
Well, that isn't why I came here.
Oh?
No, I came here... I have a little business here.
I see. Well, I hope you won't cause any trouble.
I didn't come here for that. There won't be any trouble unless someone else starts it.
Like to talk?
Maybe later. Should be through with my business about a half an hour.
All right. My office is down the street. I'll be waiting for you.
Fine.
Dr. Sanders. I wonder what's ailing him.
He ain't that kind of a doc. He's an something, an eye doctor.
An eye doctor?
Why do you figure a fella like Sonnett travels all this way just to see an eye doctor? Kind of funny, ain't it?
Yeah, mighty funny.
Here he comes, Ben. Appears like he's heading for the sheriff's office.
Are you sure that doc he went to see is an eye doctor?
Of course I'm sure.
Sam? Finish your business? Just about. I'll be all set by tomorrow morning.
Just what are you doing here in Mesa, Will?
You asking as a friend?
I'm asking as a sheriff. That's what I'm paid to be. Folks get edgy when a man with your reputation comes to a town like this. They want to know why. They want to know if there's going to be trouble. So, my job is to find out.
I see.
You didn't come here to meet Ben Crane, did you, Will?
No. Ben and I met by accident. He's a pretty fast boy.
Ben's fast, but he couldn't outdraw you.
Look, Sam, I told you I didn't want any trouble. I could whip Ben easy, up close.
What do you mean, up close?
Well, that has to do with the real reason I came to Mesa. Now, if I'm through talking to the sheriff, I'll be glad to tell my friend why I'm here.
Start talking, friend.
You know something, old man? I feel like I'm getting a case of eye strain. Think maybe I better go up and see that doc. Howdy, you the doc?
Yes, sir?
I understand you're an eye doctor, is that right?
That's right.
Are you working on something now?
Well, it's a pair of spectacles for a new patient.
How long does it take to make up a pair?
Well, these will be finished by tomorrow morning. But if you're in a big hurry, suppose we run a test, see just what's wrong.
Sure, why not?
Well, all right. Sit right down here.
Funny how I found out about you. I just run into my old friend Will Sonnett. We got to talking, and he told me about you.
Oh.
It seems like Will and I both got about the same ailment.
Oh, you mean everything over 20 yards is all blurred?
Yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
That's a pretty miserable thing to happen to a man. So that's why you quit as sheriff, huh?
What else could I do? First, I thought it was sun blindness. I'd been trailing a man out in the desert. Then when the blurring didn't go away, I got scared. I thought I was going blind.
Good thing you heard about the doc here.
Yeah, he's kind of hard to find, West. Travel around a lot.
So your eyes have been bad for over 2 months, eh?
Yeah.
What about old Tharp?
What about him?
We heard you had a fight with him just 2 weeks ago in Silver City. You gunned him down from a distance of about 30 yards.
Luck. Nothing but luck. Tharp had a big mouth. I judged his position by the sound of his voice. Fanned my gun, set a spray of bullets, and one of them hit him. That's not the kind of luck I want to push.
I'd think not. Will, did you tell Lucy about this?
No?
Why not?
No, when I saw Lucy this morning, I didn't know where I stood.
She still loves you.
That's not what I mean. I didn't know what was happening to my eyes. Maybe in a few weeks or months, I'd go stone blind. I just didn't want to burden Lucy with that.
Lucy's no baby. Chances are you're being too considerate.
I don't think so. Anyway, there's nothing seriously wrong. Doc tells me I'll be all right. I want to talk to Lucy now. You know where she is?
Well, she hasn't brought my lunch yet, but she's probably on her way out the rodeo. I have to be there, too, so how about riding along?
Why not? I'll get my horse and be right back.
Beat it, old man. How about that drink now, Will?
I'm still not thirsty.
That's too bad. We'd have the whole bar to ourselves. Seems like everyone's gone to the rodeo. Do you like rodeos?
Yeah, if they're good ones.
Me too. You see some nice stock at rodeos these days. Some nice horse flesh, too. Like that pinto over there.
Yeah, nice horse.
It sure is. You gonna be in town long, Will?
I'll be around.
So will I. Maybe we can have that drink later.
Maybe.
What's the matter with you two fellas? You crazy?
Why?
That ain't no pinto over there. That's Jim Lewis' stallion.
No kidding.
Lucy brought my lunch after all. She's inside, wants to talk to you. I'll go over to the house and eat. If you still want to go to the rodeo, stop by.
Lucy?
Dad told me about your eyes. There's a question I'd like to ask you.
I think I know what it is. When I get my eyes fixed up, am I going to go back to being sheriff?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a bad year for me, Lucy. I never thought I'd miss you the way I did.
It was a wasted year.
For you, too?
Yes, Will.
Well, then I guess there's only one way for me to answer your question. Tomorrow, my eyes won't be a problem anymore, and I could get my job back. But I won't. I'll find something else.
Oh, Will, I'm so glad. Do you understand now? I love you so much, I just couldn't stand your being a sheriff. Never knowing when you might be brought home hurt or dead. My dad's been a lawman all his life. I've seen what it's done to him and to Mother. Always worrying and...
I know. How do you like your husband wearing glasses?
Well, I like it fine. As long as he's not wearing a gun belt.
Bet you won't even let me hunt rabbits.
Go tell Dad.
Yeah, we better tell him everything's all right. He'll be worried about me knowing your temper.
Sonnett!
Who's that?
Sounds like Ben Crane. What does he look like?
Oh, he's wearing a dark hat, green shirt. Tall. Is he a friend of yours?
No friend.
Sonnett! You better send your girlfriend back inside.
That's Ben Crane, all right.
What does he mean?
I changed my mind. I think I'm fast enough now. Maybe I'd like to be a big man.
Get back inside, Lizzie.
No.
Do as I say.
But, Will, you can't even see him.
Get back in there.
That's better. I never figured you to be one to hide behind a woman's skirts.
You been drinking, Ben? You wouldn't make this play earlier.
No, I'm sober, Will. I never pick a fight when I'm drunk. I don't see too good when I'm drinking, and you gotta see good to fight, ain't that right?
It's a fool play, but if you want it, let's make it close.
Sure, Will, come on. There's about 60 paces between us, and that's no distance to fight. You want it closer? Come on, Will, I'm waiting. Yards, that's better. Keep coming. About 30 now, Will. That's a good distance. Hold it, Will. Yards is just fine by me, Will. Of course, you might like it closer. Say 20? But I'm calling this play. The old man here's been itching to see us tangle all day. Suppose we let him in on it. Start counting to 5, old man. When he reaches 5, you make your play, Sonnett. All right, old man, count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Man, you wanted to fight. From now on to your own.
You all right, Will?
I'll be in the office with Lucy.
Sheriff, you should have seen it. Quick as flash lightning. He emptied his whole gun.
Get him off the street, boys. Well, I guess I shouldn't have left you alone.
I was lucky, Sam.
You two better go on at the house. There'll be a crowd here soon.
Sheriff, you should have seen it. I figured that the first shot got him. Ben never even shot once. I've never seen anything like it before.
Where was Lucy when it happened, Phineas? In there?
Yep.
That's what I figured.
Why the rifle, Sam?
No .45 slug makes the hole the size of the one in Crane.
No?
I taught Lucy how to shoot when she was a little girl. Looks like she didn't forget. Will said he was lucky. He sure is. He's getting quite a girl, Phineas. Quite a girl.